Welcome back. I hope till now you have understood the concept of supervised learning, unsupervised, and in case of supervised, regression, classifications, unsupervised, we have learned clustering, dimensionality reduction, and so on. Reinforcement learning is out of the scope for the current thing because it is much more advanced than the machine learning, and this will be the separate video maybe sometime in future. So let's see the application of supervised and unsupervised machine learning. So in case of, let's start with a very basic thing which we just completed, clustering. So in case of clustering, basically when you want to, one of the most important things that is happening in most of the industry is the customer segmentation. Basically how to segment your customer. The customer segmentation is of various things. It could be that who are your really very high customers, medium, low, and so on. Those who are highly profitable but does not shop much. Those who are shop very frequent, not that much profitable. So you can have as many as business category and segmentation. And based on that, you can keep on doing a lot of segmentations. And once you know the segment, definitely you can do the targeted marketing to each of the different segments, because the requirement for each of the different segments is very different, and then from other segments. Once it is doing, then you have to be proactive, and when you are being proactive, then definitely the recommendation system is becoming a good amount of, basically this is the applicable in huge. If you see most of the online retailers, whatever you search, even if you search a single laptop, it will start showing you 4 or 5 different recommendations for the laptop. And those laptop, that recommendation comes based on your current search, plus your profile, plus your geography, plus a lot of other informations. So recommendation system itself is one of the very, very big solution, and they have put a good amount of effort before they recommend you something. Okay. Now dimensionality reduction. So basically what is the meaning of this? This is the meaning that if you have a huge data means basically 100 features, 200 features, how can you visualize? So you can reduce to 2 to 3 dimension, and then you can visualize. And when you have a huge data, if you want to do some kind of basically come down to say 95% variance you want, but out of 200, if that number of components should reduce to 10 to 15. So that kind of compression really helps. And once you have a small piece of data, because sometimes in a small piece of data, you can still do the trend analysis, and it may help you to identify the structure and all. Feature elicitation, basically which are the important features that it can help you. So this is the more a kind of dimensionality reduction like PC and all, is the more it is useful for the data scientist rather than to the business directly. Now let us go into supervised learning. In case of supervised learning, that regression, this is there for the long time, and if you see that a lot of things are happening. Weather forecasting is happening. I am seeing this since my childhood. Weather forecasting, market forecasting, I am also seeing my childhood. And estimating life expectancy, this is picking up basically based on the various medical condition and so on. Population growth, basically what will be the growth of each of the country, then the area and so on, so that it helps to plan it helps in planning. Plus what is the popularity, how to advertise, where to advertise, and so on. So this application of regression is huge. Probably this is one of the things which I've seen common in almost all the company, every corporate houses they are using with regression. Another very important is the classification. Classification basically fraud, whether it is fraud or not. If it is fraud, what is the percentage of that fraud? Deep learning, we have been using the image classification. Most important thing you might have heard, or you can see my deep learning video, that how do they classify the image. Then customer retention, sometimes it is also called the customer how to retain the customer, or basically how to find it out that which customer may go away with you, or how to find it out what is the sentiment of the customer, how to find it out basically current mood of the customer, whether that person is very happy, neutral, or unhappy with some kind of situation. So definitely you can do a lot of the customer classification techniques, and all these are useful in the current scenario, and there are much more application of this than I have listed over here. And I think if you feel that if you do not understand any one bit, do not hesitate. Please write that question in the discussion forum, and we'll be happy to answer you. Thanks a lot for watching this video. See you in the next one.